If you follow these steps, finding buyers is going to become very easy, including finding daily buyers, weekly buyers, monthly buyers. It's going to be very easy. Hey traders, welcome to another video. Now in this video, I am going to show you guys one of the things that you have been asking for a very long time on the channel. How do you find the buyers of the next candle, or how do you find the buyers of the market using just the previous candle? I'm going to show you guys step by step what you need to do in order for you to clearly find out the buyers or the directional buyers of the next candle. So stick around the video, watch from the beginning to the end. Don't skip the video, because if you skip the video, you might miss some important parts of the video that you need to know if you want to succeed at finding the buyers. So in this video, it's going to become very clear for you. I hope you guys will give a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. It's free of charge, but it goes a long way to show that you support this channel and you like this kind of content. Thank you guys in that regard. Now let's go onto the screen. Let's all learn how to find the buyers of the market using just the previous candle. Let's go. All right, members, so we are here on the screen and we are here on the charts. We are going to look at how you can determine the buyers of the next candle using the previous closed candle, right? I'm going to share with you guys here what you need to know to be able to trade the daily buyers or 4-hour buyers or 1-hour buyers or monthly buyers just using the previous closed candle. At the end of this video, you'll be able to know how you can determine the buyers of the next candle that is going to print just using the previous closed candle, right? But before we go there, I'd like to introduce to you guys Got Funded Trader. Got Funded Trader is a prop firm that I've been trading with. Currently, I am trading a 50K account with them, and I am still on phase 1 trying to pass it. I'm out of drawdown now, and I'm just looking to take a few trades and I'll be able to pass phase 1. Got Funded Trader is offering you very good account sizes and also very fair trading rules. You can get accounts from the 1-step, 2-step, and instant funding using the link in the description of the video. They offer account sizes all the way from 5K to 400K depending on which model you choose. For example, you choose 1-step, you go up to 200K. If you choose 2-step, you go up to 150K if you choose the GOT model. And then if you choose the standard model, you go to 200K. The instant model goes up to 400K, and it has also this new one here that was introduced, the premium one, which goes up to 150K, right? But this one here has no consistency rule. This is the first instant funding model that has no consistency rule that I have seen in the prop firm industry, and it is not expensive at all. You can see a 5K account goes just for $95 and you get instantly funded with no consistency rule. This makes it easier for you to reach a payout and start trading right away. Guys, use the link in the description, go and sign up with Got Funded Trader and start trading today. And the good thing is, with Got Funded Trader, if you breach your account when you have reached, for example, phase 2, you can actually reset your account. For example, if you're at phase 2 and then you breach your account, you don't need to go back to phase 1. You can just buy a reset within 14 days and then you can start from phase 2. Or if you are funded already and you breach your funded account, you don't have to go through the challenge again. You can just go and buy a reset and then you start your account from funded account. You guys will never find this thing in the industry. It is only at Got Funded Trader. Most of you guys who have purchased the account through my link can attest to this, and some of you guys have already reached payout, and you guys are really proving that you're very good traders. So if you are out there and you're looking for a good prop firm that you can trust and start trading with, look no further. Start your trading journey today with Got Funded Trader, and I'll see you on board. If you purchase an account using my link, send me a WhatsApp and show me that you've purchased the account using my link, and I'll give you free resources that are going to help you with this challenge right here. Do that today, and guys, let's all get funded with Got Funded Trader. So how to find the buyers here is not very difficult. It's a very simple thing, a very simple concept that is easy to understand. Even a beginner trader can understand how to find the buyers of the market using just the previous candle. What you need to do is, for example, if the market is going up, the first thing you need to do is to check if the market is going up. For example, if it is in an uptrend, it's creating higher highs and higher lows, something like this, right? It's in an uptrend, right? And you want to check if there is going to be a continuation in that direction, right? Also, you want to check, for example, in a downtrend, if the market is going down like this, creating lower lows, right? You want to check if it is going to continue in that direction. So how do you find out that simple truth? Now, most people have been asking me that question. They're saying, how do I know that the next candle is also going to continue in that direction? Now, the easiest way you're going to do that is you're going to use the most recent closed candle, this one. Just assume that this candle here, the second candle, has not yet printed, right? Consider only this previous candle which has closed right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to measure that candle's full range, right? Use a Fibonacci, measure that candle's full range. For example, if this is a bullish candle, you can measure it from, for example, the bottom here, put a Fibonacci from the bottom to its high, the wick at its high, like that, okay? And project it forward like this. Now, what you're going to do after you've drawn a Fibonacci like this is you're going to mark the 50% level of Fibonacci right here. This is what you're going to do exactly. If you follow these steps, finding buyers is going to become very easy, including finding daily buyers, weekly buyers, monthly buyers. It's going to be very easy. So after you've drawn the 50% level, you can delete your Fibonacci and then you have this line right here, okay? So now what you're going to do is when this candle here is printing, right? When this candle is printing, what you're going to wait for is you're going to wait for this candle here to close. Now, if this candle closes here, this candle closes above this line. For example, this wick here doesn't do this, right? If this wick closes, at least spikes through this 50% level like this, then the chances are that the next candle might bring a bearish movement. The next candle might do something like this before printing another bullish candle to go up. So you really need to look at that. So this is what might happen to this movement. If this candle here spikes through the 50%, this is going to be more likely to happen. The next candle might become a red candle first, then the next one will continue being green and then pushing higher. This is what is most likely to happen. But if this candle here does not break the 50% level, like if it closes the wick like there, right, and doesn't even break below this 50% level, then the chance of this next candle, the next closed candle, printing bullish will become very high. For example, the next candle might open and print like that, okay? It might also open and print like that. So what you do is you just keep on moving the 50% level. For example, you move it to this next candle here. It's the 50% range like that. And you keep on using that to determine the bias of the next candle. It is a very simple technique that works almost 90% of the time. I've backtested this for a long time and I've seen that this works amazingly. You can use this on a monthly, weekly, even 4-hour, 1-hour chart, and this will really guide you on trying to find out what the next candle might be, right? So on the bearish side, it's just the same thing, right? You just see this candle here has closed bearish, get a Fibonacci, draw from its high to its low like this, and then move this forward, something like this, okay? And then you're going to mark the 50% range, like you mark the 50% level like this. After you've done that, you can delete the Fibonacci like this. So if this next candle here closes below that line, it means that the next candle will be more bearish. If this candle does that, then we can assume that the next candle might also produce a bearish move, something like this, right? But if the next candle produces a wick that breaks above, if it breaks something like that, the next candle might become a bullish candle. We might see something like this before we see a continuation lower. Actually, what might happen is that this next bullish candle might produce a wick that spikes into that 50% level like that, and then the next candle might then continue lower, something like this. You might see something like this before the market continues going lower. So to determine the bias of the next candle, use the 50% range or level of the previous closed candle and look at the next candle that closes after that one you've marked to see if that next candle's high or low spikes above or below this level. For example, if it is a bullish market, look and see if the next candle spikes below the 50% range, or if it is a bearish market, look and see if the next candle's wicks spike above that 50% level of that candle right there. Now, these candles can be anything, can be a weekly, can be a monthly, daily, 4 hour, doesn't matter. They all work the same way. So if you've been struggling to find out the bias of the next candle, this video is going to be super helpful for you, right? Now, let me remove all these and then we are going to look at this. We won't do like a bar replay, but I can show you just on a daily chart so that we can be able to see what I mean, okay? When you look at all these candles here based on the trend, for example, when the market is trending up, like here, you see that there's a breakout here. For example, we had a breakout from here. We had a breakout here. So we know the market is broken out and it's now going to continue bullish, right? So this candle here closes green and closes bullish. If you mark that candle's range, for example, if you mark it from the bottom like this using Fibonacci up to its high there, like that, you can see that if you put a line at the 50% Fibonacci, you will see that that line actually is not broken. You can see the next candle cannot even come here. It's a bearish candle which doesn't reach this 50% level of this candle, right? So you can see that the next candle after this red one becomes also bullish. If you mark that bullish candle like that, and then you move this previous line to that 50% range of that candle, something like this, then you delete the Fibonacci zone like this, you can see that the next candle also does not break below this level, right? So you can see that the next movement continues going up, continues going bullish, right? Now, as long as you are in an uptrend, don't mark the red candles, only mark the green candles, right? If you mark the red candles, you'll be making a mistake, right? You'll find that the market might reverse against you, right? So if you check all the other candles, you'll see that they all do the same thing. Where there is a break of the 50% level, normally the market reverses on the next candle, right? So even if you check this green candle here, it does the same thing. You can see that this candle also does the same thing, 50%, and then it moves up like that. That is for a gold chart. Now, this strategy is not perfect, but it works 90% of the time, right? Because if you see, for example, there are some candles here where the market did not respect that bias. For example, if you mark this green candle from the bottom to the high, you can see that yes, this candle does not break the 50% mark. You can see this is the 50% mark right here. So remove Fibonacci. You see this next red candle doesn't break this bullish candle's 50% range. So the next candle closed green, which is a good sign, right? And then when we mark this green candle from the low to the high, you can see that that green candle, its 50% range was broken by that bearish candle like that. So let me remove the Fib. You see this bearish candle broke this bullish candle's 50% range, as you can see, and so the next candle also remained below that 50% range, right? This method of finding bias will work at least 90% of the time, but not 100%, right? So you can see that this candle doesn't break this 50% range, but then the next candle breaks the 50% range and closes bearish, right? So with this one here, we don't mark this red candle, we wait and mark the next bullish candle. So you can see that the next bullish candle continues to respect that method of drawing, right? So this is just a simple way that I wanted to show you guys how you can determine your bias. It is a very easy way to determine bias, but it works. So guys, I'll leave the video here. If you want to see me do a bar replay, give this video at least 1,000 likes. Then I'll come and do a bar replay showing you step by step. I'll backtest the entire thing. Maybe I'll do like a 45-minute video showing a full backtest. So all you have to do is like this video, share it as much as possible, and if it gets 1,000 likes, I will surely come back and do at least a 45-minute video to do a full backtest of this, so that you guys can see how bias can be developed from candle by candle. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see each other in the next video. Peace and out.